all meet in the park and we need a lead who will come and tell us, friends, let's laugh. Ho, 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 ho. I never thought life will make a joker out of all of us. Like that and all you are willing to laugh. When I'm telling you happy evening, you don't want to say happy evening. Anyhow, I will not send you today till I see you happy. My program will not end at 9:30. It will end when I see you happy. And somewhere the moment this little child laughed, I couldn't control my curiosity. So I asked the child, hey Abhinand, why did you laugh? Because we have all been brought up in an environment where there must be a reason to be happy. So I asked, Abhinand, why did you laugh? 4-year-old child looked straight into my eye and asked me, Uncle, do I need a reason to be happy? My first enlightenment did not come from him. It came from a 4-year-old child. He changed the way I looked at life. He changed the way I looked at myself. He changed the way I decided to teach. He changed everything about me. Because I realized, my dear, when you and me were 4-year-old, we didn't need a reason to be happy. What reasons children have to be happy? They are chumma happy. They run to the mother and they tell the mother, Mummy, play with me. And somehow women, they are always busy on 2 occasions. 1, when children want to play with them. 2, when husband wants to kiss them. I don't know how these 2 occasions alone, they somehow become busy. Any time husband wants to kiss a woman and gets close, I don't know how cooker makes noise. Phone rings. There is somebody at the doorbell. And can't she spare 1 additional moment, take the kiss and go? Invariably she says, Terona. What do you think? Your husband is a Donald Duck who can be put in pause? He will wait till you come back. In that minute, if it doesn't happen, next minute he is not feeling romantic. Because the next message that has come from his boss. You are transferred to Chandigarh. If you miss that moment, you have missed it all. You can't be happy later. You can't be like some of them sitting here, 9:30 after the talk, I'll become happy. Hey, Abhi, isi waqt, right now. If you're not happy now, you're not happy later. How 9:30 you'll become happy? Such simple jokes you're not understanding. 9:30 I'll crack advanced jokes. How will you understand? I will gain momentum. Start becoming happy. What reason children have to be happy? So the moment the mother says that, can't you see I'm busy, you say, don't behave like a father, go. The child does not go into depression. The child just looks at the mother and says, Chipe. In whatever mother tongue the Chipe means. And the child leaves. Child immediately runs to play with the friend. Hey Asha, come, let's play. But Asha's cousins have come from America. And some of these children, when cousins come, you are not their dearest friend. When cousins go, you are the best friend. So Asha is not interested in playing. The child doesn't go to a psychiatrist. Why everybody rejects me in life? For Asha also one Chipe. The child comes and tries to reach out to that Barbie doll, which is another thing I feel very strong about. The more expensive the toy is, you keep it in showcase and don't give it to children. That uncle has brought a remote control car from Dubai. That too, he bought it in sale and come. Right through the year, they wait for sale to come. What is brought for you is minimum 40% discount. But because we see there, it's come from abroad. And we won't give that remote control car to the child. Dad will show you. Dad will show you. Even in remote control car, when you drive, accident happens. You give it to the child because children master technology like that. You buy your latest mobile and give it to your 8-year-old son. He can change all the settings in 1 minute. You have to go to the showroom to reset and come back. How he understands, what he understands, you don't know. In fact, your 7-year-old daughter can find the song in iPod much faster than you can find. Let them play with it. Nahi dega. And keep it in the showroom and tell the child, when you grow big, Papa will give it to you. At my age. Rajan, but the child will break it. It's called a toy, and the definition of toy is that which should be broken. If it should not be broken, it's called an asset. It's not called a toy. Give it to the child. No. Now the child is not able to reach out to that Barbie doll. For Barbie doll also, cheap. And the child builds an imaginary world, and in that imaginary world, Pokemon comes, Popeye comes, whatever he wants. He is the music director, he is the A.R. Rahman there, he is the Hrithik Roshan there, he is the Sheila Ki Jawani there. Everything. And he creates his own mission. And he is happy in his own world. He doesn't need a reason to be happy. And you were that when you were 4-year-old. Please don't sit in my program. I've already come and spoken about God, Krishna and all to you. So today don't expect some great input from scripture in this program. What I have to teach you today is, if you want to be happy in life, you should learn to say, cheap. In fact, let's implement the program once. You refuse to tell me happy evening, that's okay. But let's say this now. Cheap. That's all. The fox came and jumped a few times to reach out to the grapes and could not reach the grapes. It did not bury itself in the soil. It looked at the grapes and said, cheap, and went. That's all. So next time you apply for a job and you don't get selected, don't touch here. Cheap. When you don't get the promotion to your boss, sack your boss. Rajan, how to sack the boss? Change your boss. Go to another organization. Sack him. Cheap. Boss has to be right. HR policies have to be right. Vastu has to be right. Numerology has to be right. Weather has to be right. Soil should not shake. Person sit next to you should smell good. When you will be happy in life? What you have got next to you have got next to you only that person for 2 hours. You like it, you don't like it. That is the smell. What is the use? You came with all the perfume. He has not taken bath for 3 days. And the situation is like this. The entire river flows through America. Everywhere it flows through America. And finally it falls in the border of America and Canada. To whom the river belongs to? America. From which mountain edge it's falling? America. From where you can see it very well, Niagara Falls, from Canada only. So who is getting all the tourist revenue for that? Canada. What does Canada own? Nothing. View. So what is your situation? You bought 4,000 rupee perfume. You put it here. Put it here. You got an expensive aftershave. You have done that. You have underarms done. And sitting there. And your neighbor is enjoying the whole fragrance of you. It doesn't cost him anything. And what are you going through? He doesn't brush his teeth properly. Every time he laughs, you have to hold your breath, pranayama. In fact, you're scared. Rajan should not crack the next joke. If he laughs, some smell is coming. And in one of your case, smell may not be the issue, but the guy sitting next to you can't stop shaking his legs. So you're also all the time. I know you've come here seeking vibrations, but you didn't expect such vibrations will happen. But this is life. What can you do about it? Cheap. Somehow that day after the child asked me this question, Uncle, do I need a reason to be happy? I don't know what ice cream I bought for him. I don't even remember how we came back. But I sank into my easy chair. And my mind went back into everything that I understood as life. And couldn't resist but ask this question. When the richest of rich are not necessarily happy, when the most educated are not necessarily happy, when people whom you wish, when you look at them, that you can be them, looks like they have been bestowed with abundance of all form and they are not happy. And somewhere your servant maid, where there is some portion of her jacket still torn, doesn't have more than 3 saris to wear, a drunken husband, and don't even know how to create a future for her children. And she walks in happily into your house. She is not governed by HR policies, but she does all the work that she has to do with meticulous precision. And with what little that she is given, which is lesser than probably the pocket money you give to your children, she manages to go and watch a movie with her husband in an old hero cycle by sitting in the front and feeling very romantic with him. She enjoys that movie and comes back. She goes to sleep. I remember when a set of people from Belgium had come once and I was addressing them. They asked me this question, how do you define India? I could have told them a lot of things to define India, but that day I told them, India is a country that is letting the world know how we feel has nothing to do with how much we have. They are two separate things. How we feel has nothing to do with how much we have. Yes, we will run after more. We'll run after materialistic abundance. We'll continue to strive. But that was the first day I realized. People who are happy in life are not happy in life because they have everything. They have somehow given themselves the freedom to be happy. They have taken the decision to be happy. They have decided to look beyond all those impediments. You cannot enjoy the drive if you are going to be so disturbed about speed breakers. There will be. You cannot avoid a highway driving just because there will be a few potholes. There will be. I cannot avoid a rose garden just because there will be a few thorns. There will be. I cannot refuse to travel because a few signals will be red. There will be. I cannot refuse to live my life because there will be certain challenges in life. There will be. I cannot refuse to be adventurous and venture into the unknown because I fear something can go wrong. Something will. I cannot refuse to give a talk on happiness just because I might find in those thousands, a few people may not cooperate with the speech or may not dissolve into the speech. They will be. Everything will be. And those who are happy in life are happy in life because they have made this decision to look beyond all this. You look beyond that and gift yourself that gift called happiness. Somehow that evening in the easy chair was the turning point in my life. I said, from today, this is how I'm going to live my life. I'll wake up in the morning and say I'm happy and find reasons to be happy. Happiness is fixed. I will assign reasons to be happy. And everything about life changed. It seems a disciple went to his master, whose name was Abdullah, and asked this question when he was about 30 years old. Master, I always see you happy in life. So how are you so happy? Abdullah started laughing. Master, I asked you a simple question. Why are you laughing so much? The master said, when I was your age, I went to my master and asked the same question. He laughed at me. But anyhow, what was the answer? He said, from the time I was 30, I wake up every morning and ask myself this question, Abdullah, what's your choice for the day? Bliss or misery? I execute a choice, and because I chose bliss, I tell myself, no matter what happens in the next 24 hours, I'm going to be happy in life. And it is not difficult for any one of us to commit ourselves to 24 hours of happiness. Rajan, then what to do? Again ask this question the next day. Abdullah, what's your choice for the day? Bliss or misery? In fact, everything about me changed that evening. Because ever since, I wake up in the morning and I freak out with the question, hey Rajan, what's your choice for the day? Love or hatred? Love. No matter what happens today, you're going to love everybody. Even if the world is bad to you, you're going to be good to them. For 24 hours, Rajan, you can be loving. And just stay loving the entire day. Rajan, what's your choice for the day? Peace or disturbance? Peace. Rajan, next 24 hours, no matter what happens, put your peace above everything else. Everything can wait for a day. Everything can be set right tomorrow. Today, you have chosen peace and live up to your choice. One day. Rajan, what's your choice for the day? Bliss or misery? Bliss. Whatever happens, Rajan, gift yourself that bliss today. Only one day. And it's not difficult to execute that choice. What is your choice for the day? Bliss or misery? Commit yourself to 24 hours. Beyond whatever happens, put your bliss above everything else and see how life changes. If you have understood, happiness is a condition I put myself independent of what happens outside of me. That's an essential change, an essential transformation that we need. There are things that we cannot control. And that is outside of us. Expecting the weather to be other than, you are going to be disturbed. Expecting the traffic to be other than, you are going to be disturbed. Expecting people to behave other than, you are going to be disturbed. Somewhere when you bring about the shift and tell yourself, rather than expecting that which I cannot control to change, let me start focusing on something that I can control, which is myself. I'm driving a vehicle. And there is a lorry in front of me which is not giving me the way. He can move a little and give me the way, but he's not giving me the way. His mistake, not my mistake. So can I now drive my bike and go and hit the lorry? Why you wouldn't do that? Because you intuitively understand on the road, it's not the question of whose mistake, it's the question of whose life. I'm driving my vehicle. And the way the bus drivers in Mumbai can drive their bus, even Krishna cannot drive his chariot like that. And sometimes when you see in the rear view mirror, you feel that Yama no more uses buffalo. He comes in buses. That is not how you should be driving. Right? You will move and give him the way. His mistake only. But you will not get ego involved with him. Why? You understand on the road, it's not the question of whose mistake, it's the question of whose life. You are on the right side. In India, right side is left side. You're on the right side. A water tank lorry is coming on the wrong side. You are right, he is wrong. Anybody here? Rajan, I live for principles. When no, I am right. Why should I succumb to anybody? I'll go straight only. If you're there, you should tell me. I want to come and touch your feet. Because you're a rare person who is willing to die for the sake of. You will scold him in all the languages you know with some bad words. And move and give him the way. Why? Why will you do that? Okay, second lorry is coming on the wrong side. What will you do? Third lorry is coming on the wrong side. What will you do? Anybody here who will say, Rajan, there is a limit to adjusting. How long will I adjust? Fifth lorry, you will go inside. In fact, you might think that maybe suddenly they have brought about some changes. Maybe in India also from now on we have to keep to the right. But you will move. Why? You don't need anybody to come and teach you. On the road, it's not the question of whose mistake, it's a question of whose life. Nobody has to come and teach you. We intuitively know the responsibility on the road not to hit and not to be hit. Both is yours. No blaming is allowed. Hey, how come you have a fracture? Not my mistake. Taxi wala aake maar diya. Still, who has the fracture? Rajan, how long should we adjust on the road? As long as you want to be alive. There's no argument there. Which means all of us know in the heart of heart, once I leave a place, till I reach the destination, I have to accept the limitations of the road. I have to adjust through all those limitations on the road so that I can reach my destination alive. Then why we are not understanding in the road called life, in dealing with the traffic called relationship, it's not the question of whose mistake, it's a question of whose life. By proving the other wrong, your life does not become right. By cutting somebody else's leg, you don't become tall. Why are we so loggerheads in relationship? If there is one area which is ruining our happiness over anything else, is relationship-based differences. Unable to handle the differences. You suffered those differences with the elder generation that brought you up. You got ego involved with your own spouse. You were loggerheads. Right from whether carrot is better or aloo is better for health, there were differences. Whether we should be watching this TV channel or that TV channel, there were differences. Whether Amitabh Bachchan was better or Dharmendra was better, there was differences. And there will be. You're not a commodity, you're a human being. He has a taste, she has a taste. We all have individual preferences. We like different colors. We prefer different tastes. We enjoy different climatic conditions. So there will be different preferences. And when two human beings have executed the decision to share one roof and live the rest of your life, there will be differences. The way you looked at life is not the way your next generation look at life, because the ground rules of life has changed. The circumstances are different. The possibilities and opportunities are different. The exposure is different. If you and me as a human being do not learn to cherish the differences, if you and me as a human being do not learn to appreciate the differences, if you don't find the joy, what is a bouquet if it doesn't have different colors of flowers in it? What is life without its variety and versatility? Who wants a life where everything is so predictable? Think about it. Every day you ring the doorbell, your wife opens the door with a smile. In fact, one day you will tell her, stop that smile. Today it's exciting to come home because when the door opens, you don't know what will come. And in that, when there is a smile, there is an excitement. From the other end, when you open the door, when that man is standing there, one day he looks like a blossoming beauty, one day he looks like a concentrated piece of ugliness. And there is variety there. And that's what the whole excitement is all about. You call somebody and next instant they come and jump in front of you and say, I have come. That's a robot. You need that variety in life. You need that unpredictability in life. When you watch a movie itself, if the person sitting next to you is trying to tell you the next scene, you say, don't tell me the next scene. Then why you want to know what's coming in life? Let's walk into what is unpredictable. Walking into a theater without knowing what movie you're